What's going on, y'all? I had to come in with Marjorie Sims. So since for this one, let me see. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm really hoping you guys can hear me because I just got my little mic. Uh, I don't know how this is gonna. I think it'll be fine if I sit it like so. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So welcome everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the money reset for beauty professionals. Right now is an opportunity for beauty professionals to make the most money they've ever made before. And you're probably looking at the state of the current economy and all of the fear mongering and all of the things and saying to yourself, this is the worst time to make money in the economy. No, it's not. This is actually when most people become the richest they'll ever be because they understand that this is an opportunity. Okay. Anytime the economy pulls back, it's an opportunity for you to pull forward. Now, moving along, there are so many beauty professionals that show up teeth, right? And they're broke, they're burnt out, all because they wanted to boss up and be in control. There is nothing wrong with being a boss. There's nothing wrong with being in control of your business. There's everything wrong with still being broke and burnt out and not figuring out what is causing that. The reality is success is not linear. Success looks like a stock market chart. It just does. So, what is it that has us embarrassed, even if we're making money? I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's not because you're broke. It's not because you don't know how to make money. It's because you don't have a plan for your money. You don't have a plan for your money. You have a plan on how to make money. You don't have a plan, okay? Listen, I love this photo of Margie. I found it and I was like, that is going to be the background. And so, after talking to so many people in the beauty industry, right? I've been there, and then you have the beauty professionals that they get over the hump. And what I've noticed time and time and time again is the fact that we keep talking about the same thing that's not bringing us a real result. I don't need to teach you at this point, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't need to teach you how to become better at your beauty skill. I don't, right? What I actually feel like gets lost in translation after we build up the skill to make more money is the fact that you still need a plan for your money, income in and income out, right? You'll get to a place where you finally figure out how to book out your calendar, right? And then you're wondering, why does your bank account not reflect the fact that you're booking more people, right? Some of you guys avoid checking your bank account because it gives you anxiety. You're spending just as much money, if not more, than you're bringing in. You don't know where your money went. It just seems like it's a disappearing act. And every day you show up because you want to grow, you want to invest, you want to take time off, you don't want to feel stuck. I don't know about you, but I remember times where I got sick, I needed to take time off. I didn't make money when I took time off, right? Because there are just certain things I did not understand about the importance of having a plan for my money. All I know is that these simple things are things that we constantly need to get better at. Number one, y'all like to tussle, but I'm gonna just call it out for what it is. It is a challenge getting beauty professionals to acknowledge that there's a real problem. We make money fast, so it doesn't appear that there's a problem, but on the back end, there is a problem, right? You don't have a lack of money, you have a lack of money systems. We have to get honest with where we are at, okay? That requires you to do a breakdown of your money, do an audit that doesn't make you feel dumb or judged, but for you to own it. You know what I mean? Create a simple reset plan. And if you don't know how to do that, there is a free guide down below for you to go ahead and create your reset plan. Learn how to set up money flow that fits your beauty business, shift into a wealth mode mindset, and start treating your income like a tool to build the life you actually want and not just to survive. That last part is so important. We treat money like a survival tool instead of treating it like a tool to build the life that we actually want. All right. So there's 5 steps to resetting your money as a beauty pro. The first step is you got to stop the leak. Okay? Track every dollar you spend for the next 7 days. Yes, iced coffee, beauty supply runs, Uber Eats, whatever you spend your money on, track it. Number two, if you don't have this already, separate your personal from business. If you do not have a business account already, go and set up a business account. Okay? If you don't have an LLC, you don't need an LLC to set up a business bank account, but you do need an EIN number. Okay? The EIN number could possibly end up being your social security number, or if you go ahead and get an LLC, then you can use that number. Okay? Set up the business bank account, you guys. Even if you're solo, this changes everything, and it does. All right. If you've ever heard of the terminology commingling, this is what happens when you don't separate your funds. All right. Number three, step three, give every dollar a job. Use the 50-30-20 rule or a simple spending plan. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. So number three is give every dollar a job. So I don't know if you've heard about this, but the 50-30-20 rule, right? Or essentially a simple spending plan to make your money work for you and not disappear in autopilot. Number four, pick one wealth move. Okay. So for me, and for an example, um, last year, one of my wealth moves was to replenish my emergency fund because I took some money out of it, right? And once I replenished my emergency fund, I moved on to my next wealth move, which is to um, have a high yield savings account as well as a regular savings account. So I'm funding that, right? Once I'm completed funding that, I am going to be funding one of my retirement accounts until I max that out, right? Once I'm done with that wealth move, I'll move on to another. This helps you not get overwhelmed in the wealth building journey. Everything you do not have to do at the same time, okay? And step five, check in weekly. Money mindset plus money moves equals power. Use this included weekly money check-in sheet to stay on track. All right. And so I have a weekly money check-in sheet for you guys to use, right? I also, excuse me, I actually put it in here twice. All right. So I put one for, so the first part of the guide, you guys, it does have money in, money out, and then um, gather all your receipts, reflect on it, and your CEO moves, right? And then I put it in there again, right? So you guys can practice money in, money out, also personal expenses, savings, and debt payoff and summary. So don't get confused by that. And then on the last page, there is a link if you don't want to do this with a standard uh, template. If you want to use it in like an Excel spreadsheet or a Google spreadsheet, that's what that link is for. And you can click that. Everything is already built out. All you have to do is enter your numbers. Okay. So this is the money reset guide for beauty professionals. If you click the link down below, you can go ahead and grab your free coffee free coffee, free copy. I definitely wanted to start the week off. Oh Lord, sorry y'all, I'm getting used to using this. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But I wanted to start the week off with the money reset. And soon we're going to be using this. I'm not just going to talk to you about it, but we'll go through numbers of, okay, what did you make this week, right? Let's talk about that. What did you spend this week? Okay. What did you in business, right? And then we'll go to personal. Personal. What did you spend this week? Personal. Were you gifted any money, right? Um, did you get paid this week? What are those things? Do you have any debt? What does your debt look like? How are you paying off your debt? So every week, you guys, you should be checking in with your money. So if you know that you need a money reset, it starts here. It starts with knowing exactly what is on your plate. It starts with not overlooking, overstepping, sweeping things under the rug. It starts with you saying, okay, I'm going to give myself grace. I am not going to guilt trip myself. I'm not going to shame myself, but I need to know exactly where I'm at right now. Money in, money out. Where can I cut expenses? So this whole idea of, oh, you don't need to cut anything. You just need to make more money. Let me tell you something. I say cut where you can while you are making more money, where and when you can. Do both. Do both. Um, this is a short live, y'all. I really just wanted to test out my mic, talk to you. And I knew that this topic was not going to be that long today. And it's a topic that we are constantly going to revisit because if you don't have a handle on your money, now is the time to pay attention. Pay attention. If you spend the next 4 years, mm, let me some more lip gloss. If you spend the next 4 years really believing there is nothing that you can do, If you spend the next 4 years not figuring out something that you can do differently, if you spend the next 4 years with the woe is me mindset, if you spend the next 4 years giving up, 2030 is going to be an interesting year for you. Okay? Get laser focused with your business. Get laser focused with your business. What is your service? What is the product that you are adding to your service? How are you following up with your customers? How are you keeping up with your relationships with your suppliers? Did you restructure your pricing? Are you using AI? Can you afford your team? Do you need to let some people go? Do you need to hire some people? Are you a one person team not using systems? Are you rewarding yourself blindly? All right. Really think about these things. If this is something that you know you need to take more seriously, you want some more help on, comment down below invested and make sure you also go ahead and grab a copy of the Money Reset Guide for beauty professionals. I'll catch you in the next slide.